In this video, I'm going to share my experience with improving internet bandwidth by using a panel antenna for my 4G LTE internet. So full disclosure, the panel antenna I'm going to review was provided to me free of charge by the folks at waveform.com. I'm not a big time a YouTuber, but apparently they noticed a video I had and asked me to do a review. There's no strings attached, and I won't let it bias my review.
So here are the contents of the Waveform panel antenna kit after removing most of the packaging. So here's a closer view of the panel antenna itself. Really nice antenna. They had it packed so nicely. You know, they were protective of these connectors. They had a special foam insert here to make sure they weren't bent or damaged in shipping. That was a pretty cool attention to detail. Just another look at the antenna itself, the mounting hole positions, which fit nicely, obviously with the bracket supplied. So if you're mounting to the J-pole, you have this bracket. They also supply mounting for attaching to a pole, which I hope that I can do. I'm going to give this a try. I'm sure the mounting will be fine. Hopefully my pole turns out. We'll talk about that later. So nice panel antenna. Again, the 30 feet, 2 rolls of 30 feet low loss cable. Let's set this back up while we talk about adapters. So from the panel antenna, you'll obviously need to adapt down to your a connector like a TS9 here that the M1 has. So that you've got the cables to do that, 2 of those. Pretty much there's 2 of everything. Also, I do have other routers, such as a cradle point, that use this style endpoint. So that's an SMA. So 2 pigtails there to adapt if you happen to have that kind of router. You'll want the SMA adapter. And then again, there's the J-pole mount, which would be really handy if you were limited on space and just want to put that on the side of an antenna, on the side of a shed or the side of your house even. Okay, so that's it for the contents. Again, very nice setup. Well, it ended up being a sunny day here in March, so I thought I would go ahead and mount the new panel antenna on a pole. Now, I went to Home Depot and bought something called an EMT pole, and they use these for putting electrical wire through them. Now, I understand they can rust, will rust. So I may end up painting this later, but for now, for a test run, I'm going to take at least one of these 2 10-foot poles and mount the panel antenna on it. Okay, well, I have mounted the panel antenna to the pole here, and the tape you see there is just to keep a little bit of the water out of the pole, slow the rust down, tighten down real tight, and you can see there it is. So now we'll go try and get it set up. So I want to show you here the umbrella stand that I'm going to put the new panel antenna in. There's the stand. And I'm going to replace this old Omni, this omnidirectional antenna. It's not old. This thing didn't work well at all. And I'll just pan you over here. You can barely see, maybe I can zoom in here. I've got a couple of mag mount antennas on the roof there. $13 antennas. That's what I'm currently using. And look at the low effort, just mount it to this metal pole barn. Sorry, it's a little dirty. We're just coming out of winter. It's outperforming this Omni antenna here. In fact, that Omni antenna is actually worse than if I just have the device at ground level sitting outside at the base of the pole here. So that's why I'm excited about this panel antenna and getting some really good signal out here. I mean, it can't be that hard to beat I mean, this certainly is garbage here, which I have another review on that I hope to post, and these mag mount antennas. So I'm pretty sure we're going to have some success here. We'll go ahead and get it started. Okay, so we've got the antenna mass up, and there it is. Again, it's one of those umbrella holders. These are pretty available if you want to try one of these. And I shimmed it in with a paint stick, and that's that 1-inch EMT pull. If I had to do over again, I'd probably use an 1.5-inch EMT pull. But this is pretty good. And we've tried all different positions, facing all different directions. And with the panel facing in the direction it's at, gets us our best result, which is really an impressive for my area, being out in the country, getting 30 megabits per second down and 7 megabits upload. 30 and 7. That's incredibly impressive, because previously I was barely getting something like 6 megabit down and 1 up, and trying to work from home and doing any video sharing is almost impossible at that upload rate. So this antenna is beautiful. And so the next step will be to run the wires into the shop, kind of under the eaves there. There are some gaps, and it might be a little dark to see, but there's some gaps between the ribs of the panel, the metal sheets there, that I plan to put the cable down, and I'm going to be really careful to not shear or tear the shielding for the low loss cable as I put it into the shop. And then inside there is where I'll keep the router. So until then, I've just been doing trials out here, finding the ideal position. One thing I want to mention, I actually had another 10-foot section of EMT pole. Key learning number 1, 1-inch EMT stacked 2 10-foot links isn't a good idea. It wouldn't be a long-term solution, but I went ahead and did it. So I had this antenna 20 feet in the air. And you know, the funny thing is, for my area, 20 feet didn't really buy me anything over 10 feet. And believe me, if it took 20 feet, I'd go get another pole to get any better download. But you know what? That just tells you try the easy route first. So again, that 10-foot EMT pole is just working like magic, especially because of this antenna. So this panel antenna is great. It's got some directionality, of course, and so you really gotta get it pointed in that right direction. All right, let's get those cables wired into the shop. Okay, so the cables, the antenna wire, is now routed into the shop. I love that it just slipped right through those ribs of the metal. And so it just went right in there with no holes. So if you've got a shop, there's some clever ways you can route this without drilling a bunch of holes. So there it is. I'm super pleased with the result. This is a great antenna.
So here's a look at the improvement from the panel antenna. The download speed was improved by 444%. And the more impressive piece is the upload speed improved by over 700%.
I messed around with other antennas off of Amazon, and I should have just gone directly with this. Super pleased with the results. This is going to allow me to work from home, stream video, excellent download speeds, but the upload to me is really important, and it really took care of my upload speed. Given the rural area I'm in, just couldn't ask for anything more. So very pleased with this antenna.
So I just wanted to show you here how important it is to properly aim the panel antenna. And notice by following the timeline in these captures how much I was able to improve and tune that performance. Well, thanks for watching and have a great day.